Leesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Arkansas State Red Wolves taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Golden Eagles will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Off the RPO, complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The pitch. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
The Red Wolves come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now on the option. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Red Wolves started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run the toss. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. Touchdown, Arkansas State. A great catch and run for 6. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Braxton. That's caught, it's Metcalf. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. Running through contact. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Red Wolves lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The option look.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, third down, it wasn't the running back. It wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
On the option. Now the toss. Turning it on. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They'll give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
And the Red Wolves back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll go to the toss. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here comes the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
On the option. Now the pitch. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Braxton. He makes the grab. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Metcalf. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll ride his man on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Briggs. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They'll move the tight end. From the red zone, it's Briggs. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give on the inside. Jukes his way for more. He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Metcalf. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Southern Miss.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Red Wolves! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Metcalf. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Metcalf. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the floor.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and short kick. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Arkansas State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to make magic on the scramble. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got room to work. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
The Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. Goes to the option. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Arkansas State! Great job by the back on the option.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Down up for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Braxton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Golden Eagles are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lions on the move. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
One more snap coming before halftime. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Wolves will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Metcalf. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking for a man. It's Braxton. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup up on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pitch it. At the 20, he's got space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Fighting off the defender. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now on the option. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
And the Red Wolves trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. The option look. He'll toss it. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Wolves. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Metcalf. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a crease. It's Briggs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. It's Metcalf. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Punt is on its way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Clay. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
Sends it back in motion. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the option, he'll do it himself. Looking for the end zone. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
First and 10.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
He'll toss it. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Southern Mississippi, 14.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than... Breaks into the open. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there's some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
Southern Mississippi, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Arkansas State offense will take over. First and 10.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Now the toss. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down the ground.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Goes to the option. The pitch. Absolutely nowhere